Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. What the fuck was that? What was that? Like, no, seriously, like, what did I just watch? Superman. Can you tell James Gunn to get out of here and F off? That movie was absolutely mid. As the teens say it, as people say, oh, that was mid, it was okay, it was all right. Supergirl was all right. And I know I don't have a Supergirl statue. People in my family would be very disappointed because they collect statues. I don't have one Supergirl statue at all. I don't have one female statue at all, so. But listen, Supergirl, directed by James Gunn, starring Millie Alcock. I shit you not, that's her name. So, let's get into it. Number one, the action. I'm going to tell you everything about this movie right now. I don't even think you should go see it. I think if you're a DC fan, you probably are going to see it just out of curiosity. But if you're a DC fan, I think you could skip this one, I'll be honest with you. I really, really desperately believe this franchise is going in the gutter because of James Gunn. And I don't get why, because he did such a good job with Guardians of the Galaxy. But for some reason, he's Guardian the Galaxy this entire franchise. He has this weird thing with slow-mo shots. He's got this weird fetish with slow-mo shots and music playing in the background and all these things happening all at once. And I just think the guy needs to take a break. I think they need to hand this over to somebody else. I don't know what's going to happen with Superman Man of Tomorrow. The first Superman, I think, did okay, but it didn't do that great when it comes to the box office. I think this movie that comes out right now, Supergirl, is going to do okay or even do worse because nobody even knows who Supergirl is. And if they do, they barely are even a fan of her. And this movie doesn't make me more a fan of her. This movie just goes and says to me, okay, I like her acting. I like who Millie Alcock is. Do I like her Supergirl? I mean, I guess she's okay. Her personality is quirky, kind of like a BI, kind of rude, kind of a bitch, you know, as I say. And I'll be honest with you, I say that with not a lot of oomph in my chest because, let's be real here, who's this movie for? Is it for the Supergirl fans? Is it for the comic book fans of the Supergirl comic book? I've seen a lot of reviewers dislike this movie. And again, I don't dislike the movie, but I don't like the movie. So it's like I'm kind of in between. It was just okay. You know, the story goes as this little girl named Ruthie, who Supergirl eventually meets, she has a problem. And her problem is that the main villain is also another problem. The main villain comes into this little girl's home and murders her family for whatever reason. I don't even know. I think they were trying to sell him something or give him something. I don't quite remember. You guys can say in the comment section. But this girl loses her family to this main villain, this like twirling your mustache type of villain. This villain's a complete asshole. Like what we're talking about, like this guy has no morals, no code, just complete jackass. He does something later in the film which I'm like, okay, he's pretty evil. And even when you first see him, he's pretty evil. He's got piercings all over his face. He looks like one of these Hot Topic people that works there. Again, the main thing I was saying during this movie, I'm like, I just don't feel like this movie had to be made. Like, it was made, but why this specific story? Why couldn't we get Supergirl just, you know, trying to fit in with On Earth? Because what happened with this movie is that there's Lobo in it. Lobo's probably the best part of this film. Jason Momoa's Lobo is probably the only part of this film that I was actually like, ooh, I was smiling and laughing on the screen and enjoying. I'm a dark guy. I like dark things. DC, I'm Logan Vega. I like dark shit, okay? So since I like dark things, I'm gonna like Lobo. Lobo to me is this punk rock bastard, asshole, full of himself, very gritty, very dark, very like cigar badass. So like he looks like the definition of badass, okay? The guy rolls around on a flaming motorcycle, like Ghost Rider. You can see I'm very passionate about this because I am. I watched the movie, and while I'm watching the movie, there's moments, bless me, where Millie Alcock, how you doing? Millie Alcock as Supergirl is fighting other characters, space pirates throughout the whole movie, aliens. Some of the aliens are space pirates, but she's nerfed. I'd say throughout the entire movie, she's nerfed. Like, she doesn't get shit done quickly. And I don't get why. I get why, because the plot needs to slow down. If the whole plot was just her whooping ass the whole movie and just putting 3 people through buildings, it wouldn't be much of a story. Is it? She just destroys everyone. But they needed to nerf her. So there's a scene where she's fighting some aliens in a bar, or some space pirates in a bar. And the way she whoops their ass, the camera kind of pans over and doesn't really show the action, and just shows Ruthie, this little girl, who's constantly trying to tell everyone in this movie that her parents have been murdered, and her parents, need to be avenged, and she needs to kill Krem. Krem is this mustache twirling villain that no one really likes, and then he's an asshole, and then everybody hates him. It's like, no shit. Millie Alcock as Supergirl, again, when she's in the suit and she's kicking ass, she does a great job. Okay, I think she does good for what she is, but she's this drunk, crash out, college, 23-year-old depressed kid. That's what she is, okay? There's nothing more to her character in this depressed moment, because she's depressed that her family's gone, and then Krypton is blown up, and it shows basically what happens when Krypton blows up. Apparently, their parents had an idea to take part of Krypton and put this force field bubble around a portion of the city. But since I'm going to spoilers here, so if you want to get out now. If after the city is bubbled, they shoot it up into space. And if you watch the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you don't watch the movie, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You watch it and you're like, okay, they say, oh, the soil is poison, Kara. And Kara's like, okay, so I'll die here with you guys. And they're like, no, you need to go to Earth and live with Kal-El, your cousin. And she goes on Earth, and she lives there. And clearly she's not fitting in right. So you don't really see what happens. And I'll be honest with you, I fucking hate Superman. Like, the guy, and I'm sorry I curse so much, but the guy who plays Superman, David Cornsweet, no disrespect, you suck as Superman. Like, this is Superman. You are not Superman. I'm sorry. And I all respect to the actor, but he's so weird. He's so weird and quirky. He's so weird and quirky and unsure of himself and incompetent and a nerd and a sherm and just a simp. Like, he just acts like a guy who's not confident. And I don't get why. I don't understand why he's like this. He's like this in the first film. He's like this in the small scenes in Supergirl. I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. And when he meets Kara, when she finally lands on the Earth, he's like, oh, hey, how you doing? You can't speak English. Right. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Like, where is your energy? Where is the unspoken riz, the aura farming when it comes to Superman? He doesn't have it. He doesn't got it. I don't know how long this Superman's gonna last, but the clock is ticking for him on my eyes, because he just sucks. I don't like him as Superman. I've never liked him in the last Superman. For people that are a fan of him, I respect you, love you down, but I do not like your opinion. I think Henry Cavill, and because I'm a Henry Cavill fan, has been the best Superman, along with Christopher Reeve. They have this unspoken thing about them. But besides that, I can go down a rabbit hole. Besides that, we get towards the end of the movie. Well, not even that. We get towards the middle part of the end of the movie. Ruthie gets captured. She's in the prison. And she's able to lie and overpower one of the space pirates that are probably like 6 or 7 feet tall, way bigger than her. And she's able to get on top of him and fucking rear naked choke this guy and get him impaled on the spikes in the prison. Again, if you saw the movie, you should be here. If you didn't see the movie, do not go out and see it and just listen to my review. She kills this dude. I think she kills him or knocks him out or whatever. I think she kills him. This poison dart. I don't know. Jason Momoa as Lobo is laughing. He's somehow in prison here as well with the space pirates. They're called the Brigands. They're not supposed to be very trusted. They're supposed to be very hated. You, the audience, is supposed to hate them. Again, I don't know. We're at the very end of the movie. For some reason, why does everyone know that Kryptonians' one weakness is kryptonite? Why does everyone know that? Why does everyone have access to kryptonite? The main villain has access to kryptonite. I know you gotta make a superhero less weak so they don't come across like a paragon or very powerful. But I'll be honest with you. Let me be really, really frank with you. The fact that Homeboy has a poison dart bracelet, he's able to shoot it at Kara, and she's just weakened by it, I find that very insane. Why does everyone have access to kryptonite? Because if that's the truth, that means anyone can just kill a Kryptonian, and there's not many left. It's just Kara and Superman. There's only two. There's only two. Okay, there isn't hundreds and thousands of them like this is the Viltrumites from Invincible. Either way, Millie Alcock's acting is fine. I liked her as Supergirl, but I didn't love her. It just seems plainly bland. If anything, Lobo is the reason why people are going to watch this film. People are going to watch this film and remember Jason Momoa as Lobo and say, I want a spin-off series of him. I want a movie of him. I want a 1-hour special of him, just like The Punisher. I want it. And guess what? You're going to get it because DC's probably going to make a Lobo series or a spin-off series or a movie with him or whatever they do with him, but they're going to do something with him, okay? And I really think he's great in this film. I think what he was given was great. I think he's gritty. I think he's dark. I think he's funny. I think he's exactly what the edgelords need, and if you're a dark guy like me, you know exactly you'll love him. So, overall, let's get a final review here. We're going 5 out of 10. We're going 5 out of 10. There's no mid-cred scene. There's no mid-cred scene. There's no end credit scene. There's nothing. There's a credit scene between Kara and Superman talking and happy that she's on Earth. Yes, I'm spoiling the whole movie for you. Also, Kara kills the main villain, which is whatever. Some people didn't like that. I thought it was fine because she seems like the type of girl that will kill. I'm spoiling the whole movie, so you don't go watch it because you're just not going to like it. It's basically Guardians of the Galaxy, space travels, and revenge story mixed with Supergirl feeling bad for herself and bad that her family died and drinking her life away and partying her life away and being a crash out college piece of garbage. Let me tell you something. I might not have access to the cold plunge right now, but they're coming back, and this is a great movie to do the cold plunge in. I don't know what this franchise is going to come. I had the same exact reaction with Superman. I'm having the same exact reaction with Supergirl. 5 out of 10. I could not recommend this movie to anyone to go see it because it's just painfully average. It's not that exciting. It's not that jumpy. It's not that fun. Lobo makes, if there was no Lobo at all in this movie, and he's not even in it that much, but when he's in it, he steals the screen because he's interesting and funny. And I even heard Jason Momoa is very much in love with the Lobo character, so of course it goes good for him. I don't know what it is with James Gunn making these movies, man. Like, he makes Guardians of the Galaxy, and he does a great job with it. But for some reason, he doesn't do good with these solo films. He doesn't do good with these solo movies. At the very end of the film, Kara finally gets like her full powers and strength and suit and fights all the space pirates, the brigands, and she completely demolishes all of them. She speed flies through them. She demolishes tanks. She demolishes bikes. She's throwing people. She takes the final fucking villain and slams him against the ground and drags him across the ground like miles out. Basically almost breaks his bones. I don't even know how she doesn't do it. And that's the shit I wanted to see. I wanted to see this girl mop the floor with everyone. We're talking about Kryptonians, the people that have super strength, super speed, flight, heat vision, seeing through people's skin, okay, and seeing their exoskeleton. We're talking about X-ray vision. We're talking about just ice breath, which she didn't even use. 5 out of 10. I don't recommend this movie to anyone. It's painfully average. I don't see this movie doing good in the box office. Could it do good? I think it'll do all right. I could see it failing. It can go either way. But this movie is going for that mid-tier. It's mid. It's medium. It's okay. It's not that great. You're not going to have a beautiful time out of it. You're going to come out of it saying, all right. And you're going to forget about it a week later and go watch Obsession. Or you're going to forget about it a week later and then go see Spider-Man. Spider-Man's coming out next month. Then I'll be excited. I gotta go. This review's 15 minutes long. 5 out of 10, not worth your time. Supergirl, average. James Gunn, fix your shit or get out. Take care.